Welcome to class. So glad you're here. For our beginning series today, I have a stool because during the squat series, we're gonna do a lot of squats today. I've been sitting too much on my butt lately and I need some rear work. You could sit on the stool and then stand up. Sit on the stool or the chair and stand up. We'll go over all the form. I'm going to start on the stool and then I'll migrate out from the stool, but that's a handy tool. Okay, coming to our standing position, finding our beautiful bodies and our breath. Yeah. I would love to have you in a neutral position, meaning that your feet are pretty parallel and you're pushing lightly down into the earth. Feel your arms hanging and get as tall as you possibly can. Take a giant inhalation, expanding your lungs. And then as you exhale, gently nod your head and roll down, letting your arms be heavy, coming to a place wherever it is that you want to come to. There's no end point. When you come to wherever it is that you want to be, can you do a little bit of a shake of your head so that you're shaking your head a tiny bit? Yes. Maybe even a tiny bit no. Can you let go of any stress that you might have created inadvertently over the last few days from your shoulder and neck area and let it imaginarily fall into the ground? Take a big breath somewhere into the back of your body. And then as you exhale, push with your feet. Feel your big toes pushing into the ground. Anchor with your tailbone. And then roll all the way up to standing. Good. When you come up to standing, sweep the arms up over the head. Clasp the hands and let the hands reach up to the sky. Gentle or giant side bend. Inhale, side. Exhale, center. Inhale, side bend. Exhale, center. Inhale, side. Exhale, center. Almost as if your breath is moving you today. Good job. Inhale and exhale. And again, inhale, side. Exhale, center. Let your arms release. And then dive down. Dive down with a flat back this time. And then allow the arms to hang, the head to hang, round the body as you come down for one more full roll up. So you're hanging, and this time, yes, you're letting go of your head, but you're doing a small sway side to side. Very small. You push off one foot, and you push the other foot, pushing one foot and the other foot. And you'll notice you're doing a natural figure eight. Coming to a still place, huge breath into the back of your body, maybe to the back of your lungs, and then gently pushing the big toe side of the foot today into the floor, activating through the inner legs, core muscles activate, and then anchor with your tailbone. You come all the way up, and then just stand tall for a moment to realize the effects of 2 roll downs. Ah, that felt great. From here, let's take it into a gentle rotation. Your feet can be slightly turned out and you're rotating side to side. Good, make this your way of rotation. Nice and easy. Good job. Good, let's keep going on the little rotation today. And I want you to feel that you're winding up your spine, unwinding your spine. Winding up your spine, unwinding your spine. You might notice that for me, I'm pivoting on my feet. That feels natural and allows me to have a little bit more rotation. I'm going to try keeping my head straight and just letting my body rotate. So my arms are leading the movement. Maybe they're not leading the movement. Maybe they're going along with the movement. Being curious about my movements. Yes. And then I'm going to let my head go with my arms. And I'm gonna notice, is that a bigger rotation or a lesser rotation, or is it just a different type of rotation? For me, ladder. Oh yeah, that feels so good. Okay, and then back to your center spot. Good. Starting for a little bit of a squat series today, I'm going to demonstrate in the stool. You're going to have a seat on your stool, if you have one, and you bring your feet out so that your ankles are underneath your knees, and then you stand all the way up. If you don't have a stool, don't have a chair, you're just going to sit back as if you were sitting in your stool, and then you're going to stand up. But I really want you to think about form on this first set. I've got my feet a little wider than hip width apart. To me, that feels really natural. So it's a very natural squat. I stand up and I sit down. Good. And the last part of a really good squat, I squeeze my glutes and I squeeze my hips. So we squeeze, we sit down. Notice my arms are just doing a natural movement. Down. Good. I focus on my rear end on this. If I think about it, it happens. Is that the way life happens for you? You think about something enough, kind of dream it up, kind of conjure it, get really clear about it, and it comes into your life? Maybe not 100%, but mostly. So practicing that, we think about the form, we add that squeeze, we know what we want, and then we go for it. That's it. Okay, good. So today for me, the sitting and standing feels really good. It might be kind of an old lady squat. I don't care. It feels good and I'm doing it just right. So I'm going to continue with this for just a little bit longer. And let's see if I can do 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good work. We're going to do a lot more squats today, but I'm going to add a small ball. The small ball today is going to go above my knees, and now I'm in a narrower positioning. I'm going to have a seat at the edge of my stool. I walk my feet out because naturally my feet come toward me. I want my ankles right underneath my knees, and I stand up tall. Good, and I sit back. I stand tall. Good, and I sit back. Good, let's see if I can do 10 with you. Yes, and 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, good, and 2, and last one in this set. Good work. Now for me, I'm going to put the stool aside. You're welcome to keep that if that's been really helpful and handy for you. I'm going to move into trying to do the squats without that. So here goes, second set. I'm squeezing the ball, standing tall. I sit back as if I'm in that stool, and I press up. Good, I feel like my form's a little bit better than usual because I feel exactly like I'm sitting in that chair. My ankles and my knees are in perfect form. Good, and we do 7 and 6. Good, and I might remind you, squeeze your hips and your glutes. If you squeeze the ball, that'll really give you some impetus for squeezing the hips and the glutes. Good, 5 and 4. That's it, and 3 and 2. Good, and 1. Now we add on. It's down, 2 and up, 2 and down, for 2, up, for 2 and down, for 2, up, for 2 and down, for 2, up, for 2. This is slow. Down, for 2 and up, for 2 and down, for 2 and up, 2, and down, all the way down, up, and up. It's down, down, up, up. Good. I like starting with that stool. It really made my form perfect. I don't need to keep reminding myself, like, do not let your knees come forward of your ankles. It's just natural. It's a great, great way to start, even if it does make me feel a little bit like an old lady. It is helpful. Okay, down, down, up, up. Good. I'm not feeling it in my butt yet. I'm feeling it in my legs, but I'm not feeling it yet in my butt. But don't worry, we're only halfway there. Oh yeah. Up, up, down, down, and up, up. Good. Stand tall. Here's your tiny breather. And it's 3 counts down, 1 up. So it's down an inch, down an inch, down an inch. Press it up. Down, down, down. Press up. Down an inch, down an inch, down an inch. Press up and down, down, down. Press it up. We go down, 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 and up. Keep going down, down, down. Press it up and down, down, down. Press up again. Down, 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 and up and down, 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 and up. Keep going down, 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 and up. Down an inch, down an inch, down an inch. Up. Couple more. Down, down, down. Press it up. 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, all the way tall. And down, down, down. Press up. Last one. Down, 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 and up. Nice. We're going to release the ball, and we're going to finish off with some sumo squats. Good. So the feet are wide, maybe as wide as your mat. And you're going to set your butt back as if you're sitting in the stool. Hang out here with me for just a second. Oh, you want to go outside? Okay, I got to let my cat outside. Come on, you can go outside. Go on. Go ahead. There you go. Oh, cats. Don't you love them? Okay, so here we go. We go down and press up. Imagine you've got that stool there. Maybe you still have your stool or your chair. Just that your feet are wider and they're turned out. And maybe for you, this is not a good position. It's working different part of our legs. Can you feel that already? I like these. That's because it's my strength. It feeds up into the core, the inner line of the core. So of course I like these. Cha-cha. Good. Down and press up. Good. If I'm going too slow for you today, this is a little bit of a modified class today. You can definitely take that pace up on your own. Otherwise, just enjoy all the way down, all the way up. You're sitting back in the stool. You're pressing up. Down, press it up. Good job. Down, press it up. Keep going. Okay, good. So today is day number 18 after my bicycle accident, and I'm doing pretty well, as you can see. So last Thursday after class, I went out on a small venture on my bicycle, and I just rode around my neighborhood for 4 miles in flat territory, and I did fine. So then the next day, Saturday, I went a little further afield, and I did a few hills, and that was fun. I did 10 miles. Then I took a day of rest. Actually, I went hiking for 4 hours. That's my day of rest. And then this Sunday, I did 20 miles without any problems. However, I did notice after an accident, I'm now talking to myself. So when I'm coming down a really steep hill, I'm telling myself, yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can do this. You got this. So there's a little teeny bit of fear, but it gets better each time. So I'm really happy about that. I still have the broken ribs, but they are mending fast. So, whew, am I a good testament to doing Pilates to keep strong for life? Yes. Okay, now it's 2 counts. Down, down, and up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. Keep going. Down an inch, up, up, and down and up, up. It's down, 2 and up, 2 and squat, 2 and up, 2 and down, 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 2 and up, 2 for 3, 2, 1 and up. It's 3, 2, 1 and up, 3, 2, 1 and up, 3, 2, 1 and up, 3, 2, 1 and up. 7 more to finish. And up. 6 more. Cha, 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 and up. 5 more. Did I bring the speed up because I wanted to get it over with maybe? Good. And up and down, down, down 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 and up. Last one, we stay low. You're in your low squat. Good. And then from here, can you give me little pulses for 8 to finish the whole squat series? It's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push all the way up and maybe walk around a tad. That was a good series. I didn't count those, but I bet we did 100 at least. Very nice. Okay, let's come to the mat. And let's do some classical Pilates and some crazy modifications today. Notice I have my pillow. Yes, I do have my pillow handy. Okay, people. We're gonna set ourselves up in a seated position today. I've got my big old pillow right behind me, and I've got my ball between my inner thighs. We're gonna do just 3 rollbacks to kind of get that spine moving a little bit more, although my whole body feels very well warmed up. Arms are long, ball is squeezed between the inner thighs, and I'm trying my best to sit up tall. I take a breath in, and then as I exhale, I come back to any place, to wherever it is. Maybe you come all the way down, your choice. Inhale when you get to whatever that place is for you, and then exhale, dive forward. Use the very top of your forehead. Dive forward, looking towards your feet, and then stack the spine up as if you're lengthening your spine in both directions. Arms long, 2 more. Exhale, round that spine down. Good, inhale when you get to wherever you're getting. Breath in, and then dive forward and sit up tall. Good, and then one more time with me. Breath in. Exhale and round your spine down. Inhale there, be happy with wherever you are. Exhale and dive forward and sit up all the way tall. Good job. Now from here, you're gonna slowly lower down to the mat, on your pillow, whatever it is that you have, and you're coming to the base of your shoulder blades. So here we go, take a breath in, and then exhale very smoothly, very carefully, coming down to a place where you can remain with your head lifted. This would be like a chest lift position. I think I might be lifted up a little bit higher today because of the pillow. My 2 ribs, 2 back ribs, and then 1 upper rib here, still fractured. So I'm taking it pretty easy today on these. On the flexion is the issue. I also can't put full weight on my back yet. Okay, so in this position here, I found it, everything's good with my body. I'm gonna bring my hands behind my head for just a little bit of support, or maybe one hand. Then I'm going to see, can I lift my legs up to tabletop in this position? Good. And then can I do tiny crunches? They're micro crunches. You can barely see. I pull everything in, pull it in. It's just a tiny little crunch for 10 and 9 and 8 and 7. Keep going for 6 more, 5 more, 4 more. I want you to feel it right in your belly. You're feeling right in your belly, then you're doing it perfectly good. Last one, and we're going to slowly squeeze the ball and lower those feet down. Good. Can you stay lifted? If not, come back into the lifted position. Good. And then one leg lengthens long. And I want you to release the arms long. And you're going to use your arms to take stress off of your neck and shoulders. So you're reaching your arms, you're lifting up, and there's tiny pulses down like hundreds. Tiny pulses down, 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 and hold. Now you're going to stay here and you're going to squeeze your leg into the ball. Other leg resists. So squeeze, 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 little micro movements. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Come all the way down to a rest position or come all the way up to a seated position for resting up. I don't know about you, but that felt like a lot of work. Little micro movements, little modification. Yeah, okay, that was a lot of work. Let's see if we can do the other side. So, breath in here. Exhale and round down to your shoulder blades or lift your head up if you were on the ground. Good. The arms are reaching long and you start pressing them down as if you have small playground balls that you're bouncing. Cha, 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 cha for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stay lifted, reaching fingers long. Other leg lengthens out, knees are even. Squeeze the ball and release, squeeze the ball and release for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Set your foot down, breath in and coming back up to seated or all the way onto the ground. Woo! Okay. I guess I really need that work today. Thank you for bearing with me there. We're going to do a couple more things in flexion and then we'll move on. I'm going to take the ball out and have my legs squeezed together. I'm going to take a breath in here and exhale and round back onto my pillow again. So I have support here for my nice little ribs. And I'm to the shoulder blade area. So I'm in my chest lift position. My arms are going to reach forward if that works for you, or hands behind head for support. You choose today. I'm going to lift one leg into my nose and I'm going to shoot it out. So I pull in and out and in and out. And it's kind of a micro movement with my forehead toward my knee for 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Yes, last one, and change legs. It's in, press it out, pull it in, press it out for 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Good, last one, coming up to a seated position. Knees open, bottom of the feet together, butterfly pose. Woo! That really worked my core muscles. I guess I need to modify more often. Okay, take a couple breaths. Nice. Now, I want to do some work on the small ball, but for my body, it would put too much pressure on my ribs. So I'm going to be on the pillow. But what you guys are going to do is come on down all the way to your mat and then lift your hips up and place your ball under your sacrum like you always do. We almost always do this series. We need to do this series. I'm going to see if I can do it today, leaning back onto the pillow. Yeah, so far so good. I'm going to have you lift up your left leg all the way up to the sky. Good, and we're just going to start with single leg, lift and lower. But first, point your foot, flex your foot. Point your foot, flex your foot. Point your foot, flex your foot, and circle. Circle, 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 other way. Circle, 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 circle. Good, so it's down and up. Point, down, flex up. Point, down, flex up. Good, and imagine that I've tied TheraBands in both directions to your legs. So there's resistance as you push down, resistance as you press up. It's work up, work down, work up, work down, adding that own work, being very clear about your intention. That's it, getting stronger. Good, and up, and up, and up, and up. Good job. Let's change. Other leg, point and flex. Point and flex, point and flex, point and flex, and circle, 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 and circle, 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 and we go down and up, down and up. Keep going, down, press it up. Good, imagine the resistance. It's work, down, it's work, up, it's work, down, and work, up. It's point down, flex up. 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 Point down, flex up, and back to the ground. Good, lengthen your legs if you like. Your head is resting. The ball's under your sacrum and it feels comfortable. Good. Then from here, we're going to slowly take it into just our sort of activation position. So you'll bring one leg up to tabletop, your other leg up to tabletop, one arm up and the other arm up. Now I'm keeping my head lifted only because I'm slightly injured. For you guys, your head is relaxed all the way back. Yeah, I can't do that. Not yet, next week. So in this position, you're on your wiggly ball. Everything is active. Maybe that's a little bit of a challenge today. That'd be great. I want you to lengthen one leg out and one leg in, keeping the arms up in that high V shape if you can. Good. I'm going to have support. I'm in a different position. Good. So it's single leg stretch for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring both legs in. Good. Pause for a second, and then the legs press together. Nice. You're going to take both legs out, both legs in, both legs out, both legs pull in. As much as you can. Everyone's anatomy is different, but as much as you can, the legs are together. And we do that for 7. That's it. Bring it in for 6. Good. And 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. And last 1. Yay. Lengthen both legs long. And it's scissors. 1 down and 1 up. 1 down and 1 up. 1 down and 1 up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs in, feet down, legs long, heads relaxing. You're getting a little bit of a stretch with that ball under your sacrum. Good work. Okay. So after a second or two, noticing your breath, you'll lift up and remove that ball. And we're going to flip on over to our quadruped position today. Yeah. Okay, from our quadruped position, my floor is pretty messy, but that's okay. From your quadruped position, just kind of check it out for you. Is it great to have long arms? Do you really need to be today on your forearms? Do you have a small platform here that you use when we're in quadruped? Noticing what it is that you need. Okay. For me, I feel strong in quadruped. That's a good positioning for me. My spine is lengthening in both directions. And I'm breathing. Good. Now from here, I'm going to take my right arm and take it out to the side without changing anything. And I bring that back in. Left leg. So I found that diagonal in my body. Left leg lengthens long. And I use my abdominal muscles to lift it straight up. Good. Now, could I add my opposite arm? So can I have right arm and left leg long? Can I still stay in an extremely strong position here with my core muscles tight as I can make them? Nice. Now, can you lower your leg an inch and lift your leg an inch? Lower your arm an inch with your leg and lift an inch. So it's micro movements for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Can you really work through your core? It's not arm and leg, it's your core lifting your limbs. Good, last one, and hold. Find the diagonal, find your belly muscles, hold, and then bring it in. Good, sitting back onto your feet. Do you feel a nice little stretch through your thighs here? Is this a position that you can't sit in? Are you like, Jen, I can't sit like that. I don't know what's wrong with me. Some people are very tight. Modify. Get your pillow and sit on your pillow. Oh, man, that's so much more comfortable. So however it is for you, take a moment here and pause. Good. And reminding ourselves in these crazy times, because they're still really crazy, change is happening. It's flying at us in the shape of drones and hovercraft and robots and weirdness and changing norms. We want to know that everything is happening exactly as it should. That's my mantra. I give that to you and you give it back to me. Thank you, Candace. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Deb. Thank you for all of the people who've sent me cards and beautiful emails, responding in such a supportive way. That's what we're here for, isn't it? To support each other. Thank you. Okay, so now you've gotten a nice little rest. Can we see about doing that on the other side? You've got your quadruped position set up. Your wrists feel very happy. You're actively tightening, pulling in and up with your core muscles. You're thinking here about left arm, and then you see, can I bring left arm straight out to the side? Good. In really advanced classes, you might have me cue arms straight out, or maybe that's more comfortable for you. It's easier on the shoulder girdle, and for me, I find it just as challenging having it to the side. So just noticing, for me, it's out to the side today. My opposite leg now, and I bring that back. Opposite leg now, so right leg lengthens. And I'm going to use my belly muscles as an elevator to lift that leg up. When I get the leg up, I just kind of pause and see if I can find that beautiful long line. And then I notice, can I find that diagonal in the body? And if it's strong enough, kind of having the scaffolding, can I bring my left arm out to the side? And then if that's strong and going well, I go down an inch and up an inch. Tiny micro movement. It's tiny. Good. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then hold it there. Can you get a long line through the axial skeleton? Can you feel left arm reaching? Can you feel right toes pointing? Can you feel belly muscles pulling in? Good job. And then maybe if you're like me and you've been hiking and biking lately, tuck toes under and try sitting back this time on your toe tuck. Ow, oh, that's a good ow though. That's a pain pleasure ow. Feels good. I need this. I know I always do. You're so bored of me saying, I like this stretch, but it's true. I often do really need this one. I use my feet a lot. Maybe you do too. Yes, they get us around each day, right? Ah, I know. Okay, so good job. We're going to take it into a wide-legged stretch today just for fun. So you're going to come to a seated position. You're going to maybe grab your ball or your pillow if that's making it a little more comfortable for you. And the legs are going to go as wide as you can make them. Ugh, I haven't done this stretch in 18 days. I really need it. Okay, so my legs are wide. How am I going to get the ball behind me for a little bit of support? I don't know. I think I'm going to come down to the mat down here. It's going to be a better positioning. Okay, good. Honoring what your body wants. Oh, feeling on the floor is way better. So ball goes behind me, pillow behind me, whatever behind me that makes me feel like I can hang out here with you. Good work. Okay, and my legs start out like this. I'm feeling something, it's wide. I'm kind of doing the splits. My spine is straight. I can actually feel my sitting bones on the ground, and I can draw the energy up. When I have a straight spine, I can add a little bit of a lean, and that lets me feel it more through here. Maybe you are so limber, you can actually lean all the way down to the mat. I'm not yet, but I'm working on it. When I'm 100, I'll probably be there. Did you ever see that really cool yoga book? I got it out from the library. I can't remember the name of it, but it's about, I think the woman is 101. She might be 99, but she's between 99 and 101. She's up there. And she's been doing yoga all her life. And she wrote this book, but mostly it's just photographs of her doing all the advanced yoga poses. And she has a beautiful, amazing body. I was very inspired by that. I'll look it up and see if I can find the title of that. Okay, so nice deep breaths. Now, if your body lets you, and we're going to stay here for more than another minute, you might scooch a little bit forward. You might let your legs go wider. You might make it a little bit more of a lean, whatever it is. So now it's a little bit deeper. Good job. Woo. Okay, now we're going to play with the feet for a minute. So many times people will say to flex your feet. So try that first. Really flex your feet hard, so hard that maybe your heels come off the ground. Does that feel like it's a different stretch, a better stretch? Can you now try pointing your feet? Really, really, really pointing your feet like you're in a ballet class and you're demonstrating the tendu. This is your pointed foot. How does that change things? Is that a better stretch for your body? Is it a different stretch? Do you like it better? Do you like it worse than the flex? Is it like, well, it's the same for me? Okay, noticing. And then shake out your feet. And then just let your feet be. So you're not trying to do anything with your feet. And at this point, I'm going to scooch a little bit more forward, getting my legs a little bit wider. And then try the stretch with very relaxed feet. Okay, so for me, the flex, the point, and the relaxation of the foot was completely different. A little bit, okay, not completely different, but they were different stretches. And I think the most intense for me today was when I pointed my feet, when I pretended I was doing tendu and I pointed my feet and I really felt that in my inner thighs. But if I were going to do this for another few seconds, the relaxing foot lets me relax the muscles and get a little bit, I don't know, a little deeper in the stretch. So anyway, going through the curiosity in your body and playing with it, very important. Finding that for you today. Good, and then focusing in on the breath. You should be now at your maximum stretch, wherever that is. Are you completely doing the splits like you were when you were 15? Are you barely hanging on there? Are you somewhere in the middle like me? Noticing. Good, okay, that was a wonderful wide-legged stretch today. Bring your feet now into just a little beating of your heels. So hopefully you're on the mat with me and you're beating your heels up against the floor and you're sitting upright and you're kind of jiggling your thighs and you're beating your feet, beating your feet, beating your feet. Yes. This is a real exercise. We did this in Germany with Julio during gyrotonic training. You're supposed to shiver, pretend you're in a cold water and shiver, shiver, and it activates through the hamstrings. So when you stop, notice the back of your legs. Did that do something to the back of your legs? Yes, definitely. Okay, and then from here, we're gonna take it into external rotation, internal rotation. We're gonna do that about 10 times. So we're moving from the hip, knees, ankles, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Good work. Come to a seated position, kind of a seated forward fold position. However, you're straight, you're at a 90-degree angle. You're gonna start with your left leg today and bring your left leg, bottom of the foot, into the interior of your thigh somewhere, and then rest it there. So this would be our standing tree position. This is a little yoga. We're gonna be tall, 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 tall in this position, and then take the spine slowly forward, slowly forward, slowly forward, slowly forward, slowly forward until you feel something. Take a few breaths there. Nice. Okay, now in this positioning here of our seated tree pose, can you sit back upright and can you do a tiny bit of a twist? A tiny bit of a twist to one direction. Good, and then a tiny bit of a twist to the other direction. Good. Now, can you bring your incoming knee, lift it up, and take it across that extended leg? Use your shin to pull you upright, and then wrapping, I have my right arm around my left leg, but you can do the opposite. It's just your arm is wrapping around your leg, opposite arm opens to any degree, and then you slightly look over your shoulder. Good. I'm doing a very modified version. My ribs are liking this if I do it really nicely and gently, and that's the way you want to do it too. Maybe today, though, you're really cranking it because that feels good for you. So everybody's in a different body. Okay, good. And then let's take it to the other side. Release that leg, bringing other leg. So for me, it's my right leg. I'm bringing on in. And I'm gonna sit up tall, 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 tall. Hips are not completely straight. They're slightly askew, that's fine. But my spine is as straight as I can make it, and I pull myself forward, and I feel something, and it feels wonderful. I breathe into those tight spots. Good. A little stretching is really helpful. We often don't take this much time during class to do these stretches. Sometimes we do, but I like it today. I need it. Okay, and then from here, you come back upright, so your spine is straight, and it's just a gentle twist. So it's like a pre-twist. You're checking it out. Twist to one side, and then see if you can twist gently to the other side. Good. Then you grab a hold of that bent knee, and you lift it up and place it on the outside of that extended leg. And you use your arm, so this time it's my opposite arm, it's my left arm, I'm wrapping around my shin, and I'm opening up to any place. There's a slight idea of a twist. Good. In this one, my extended foot is flexed, almost as if I'm up against a wall with that foot. It feels good that way. I'm looking over my shoulder, and I'm using my breath to open up any blocked places in my spine. My head can look over my shoulder. I don't want to crank my neck, but it can glance over the shoulder there. Maybe you can look all the way behind you. If you're a teacher, then you can look behind you because you've developed eyeballs in the back of your head. Aren't you glad that teachers are getting vaccinations finally? It's great. I think they should be first, but hey. Okay, that is lovely. So now from here, let's release the legs and you can shake them out for just a second. Yeah. We're gonna come down onto our sides for a little bit of side lying activity today. Keep your ball handy. Ball's gonna go between your ankles. Yes, okay. So coming to a comfortable position. You might need pillowing, like me today, on one side. I want you to take your time. Okay, so you're comfortable, balls between your ankles. For people with very tight backs, when we do the extended leg work, bring the legs a little tiny bit forward. They're a little bit into that curved shape rather than straight out, that's fine. From here, could you lengthen and then lift both legs up and lower? Lift both legs up and lower. Again, it's a micro movement, and there's a rest between each one today. So this is a little modified sideline today. We lift and lower, and lift and lower. Good. Lift and lower. Good. If this is nothing to you, and you're like, I don't need to modify, Jen, I didn't have a bike accident 18 days ago, I don't have any fractured ribs. Then you keep your legs lifted and it's up an inch, down an inch, so you never rest. But for me, I'm adding the rest in today, so I lift and I lower. So you're doing it your way, I'm doing it my way, and I think that's a pretty healthy attitude in life. What do you think about that? Yeah. And lift and lower, and lift and lower, and lift and lower. It's kind of slow. Lift and lower, and lift and lower, and lift and lower, and lift and lower, and lift and hold it. Good. It's up, up, up. It's micro movement. Up, 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 and up, 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 and up, 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 and lower. Good. Ball goes a little bit to the back so that you can finesse your bottom leg on top of the ball and then the top leg on top of that. Good. Asking yourself, am I still engaged here in my obliques? Yeah, you should be. Top leg now lifts up and down. It's not as high as you can lift. It's a moderate lift. And you're lifting 25 pounds or maybe 35 pounds. I've wrapped a bunch of ankle weights around your thighs, around your upper knee, and around your ankles. So you lift 35 pounds, lower 35 pounds. Lift 35 pounds, lower 35 pounds. And that's in addition to your leg weight. So maybe you're a really muscular, strong, amazing Amazon-legged woman, like most of us are, or man. Then I would imagine here that you're actually lifting 65 pounds and lowering and lifting and lowering. Good. So from here, it's 10 and 9 and 8 and 7. Good. Happy birthday, class. We're here for 1 year in our virtual class. 3 years last month for our class. Craziness. I know. Good. Keep going. Lift and lower and lift and lower and lift and lower and lift and lower and lift and lower for 3 and 2 and 1. Oh my word, that felt good. Okay, so I'm gonna bend this top knee and see if I can hold on to my ankle or my shin or something so that I can feel like I'm stretching out my quad a little bit today. Can you make that happen for yourself? Ooh, man, I need that. Okay, so we're gonna smoothly, easily come on up and turn around to the other side. We'll do our hip stretches at the very end of class like we often do. So if you need a pillow, great. If you don't need a pillow, that's even greater. Actually, it doesn't matter. Let's not even judge. Who cares? You're just doing it your way. You lengthen your legs long, and remember the caveat about bringing legs a little bit forward if you need to for a tight back. Good. And then it's lift and lower and lift and lower. Advanced is stay up, and it's up and down and up and down. For me today, modification is floor and up, floor and up. Good. Lower and lift, lower and lift. Good. And it's funny today, doing this modified sideline work, I feel it much less in my hips than I usually do. And I feel it so much more in my obliques. And it makes me realize that all of our sideline work that we do every single class, I mean, I always call it hip work, right? I always say we're doing our hip series, our hip strengthening work, and that's true. We are, but it's so oblique oriented. I'm feeling all of the muscles around my rib cage. I'm feeling my internal and external obliques, so I feel it on the underneath side and the top side here. And I don't think I would feel it normally. I'm feeling it because I'm still not 100% strong. So I'm really feeling that. It's good. Such a good thing to have strength in those obliques. Probably that's what helps me heal so quickly, right? To have so much strength. Skeletal muscles, not just big muscles. Pilates, yeah. Thank you, Joseph Pilates. Thank you for creating this cool way to stay strong forever. Good job. Lift and lower and lift and lower and lift and lower. I finished Fareed Zakaria's book, 10 Lessons for the Post-Pandemic World, and I really enjoyed that. It was good, but it's a nonfiction, kind of a harder read. So I wanted something soft. So I pulled out a book that somebody had given me a year ago, at least, I think about a year ago. It's been sitting on my shelf. It's called The Storyteller's Secret. And it's a fictional novel about a young woman who, she starts out, she has 5 miscarriages and her husband leaves her. And she goes back to visit her family, to her mother and father, to tell them that her marriage has failed and she's depressed. So now stay lifted and up and up. And she has a very strained relationship with her mother. In fact, she's never felt close to her mother. And she asks her mother some really hard questions, and her mother refuses to answer. And then she finds a note in the garbage can from her grandfather's servant in India, who her grandfather is living in a small town in India, and she's never been to India. Her mother has never told her about her life in India before they came to America. And so she gets on a plane and goes to visit her grandfather in India, and she starts discovering all the secrets of her mother's life and her own history. It's, one of those fun books. I can't put it down. It's so easy to read. So I'm happy. Okay, I think we did 1 million of these. Good. Now, foot goes back, bottom leg on the top, and we end here with our top leg lowering and lifting it at 65 pounds. 65 pounds. Good. I think if we all wrote books about our own ancestry, even if it was half imagined, like if we just knew like some basic part of the story and we imagined it, they would be amazing stories. And then we could all come together and tell each other about our ancestors. That would be so much fun. Oh, I would love that. I'll have to have like ancestor story hour. Good, or ancestor story class. That would be so fun. And lift and lower. Okay, it's 10 and 9 and 8. Good. Can you feel your obliques today? I can so much. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1, and we did it. Good. Hold on to that top leg and stretch out your quad if you need that. Otherwise, roll directly onto your back and take your number 4 stretch. Good, nice deep breaths here. Good, I can't quite lie on my back yet. So I'm gonna do my number 4 stretch with you, seated, to finish class. And if you still have your chair from the beginning of class and you wanna do the number 4 stretch seated, it's really great. You just lean forward and boy, your whole hip is stretching. Whew. Well, that was really fun today. I'm glad that we got together. It's a little drizzly here today, and I think it's supposed to rain tonight. Gosh, I hope we get rain for California. I did talk to my son and daughter-in-law who live in Mount Shasta, and they were getting snow yesterday, last night, and I think that they were predicting another 2 or 3 inches of snow. I think Inbar said that there's snow in Tahoe too. So that's good for California because we need it for water. The snowpack is only, as right now, it's only 50% of what it should be. Okay, so we're leaning into our stretch and breathing. Final stretch. Good work. Okay, beautiful people, this has been a lovely anniversary class. And I'm so glad that you attended with me. Yippee-ki-yay. Let's see each other on Thursday. Yes, we will.